variety of breaks from pick your teams and pick your players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it. Summer is here and Real Sports Cards is hitting the road on June 16th. I'm talking about the 2025 Real Sports Cards Summer Road Trip, where we'll be virtually road tripping across the country, with a few in-person stops mixed in, giving away something every single day of the road trip tied to the city that we happen to be in that day. All right here on the Real Sports Cards app. But that's just the beginning of the fun, because similar to our collector games last year, you'll be able to accumulate points every single break for a chance to win break credit. The point totals for this will reset weekly, so no matter when you decide to join the fun, you'll always have a chance at the top spot that week. But there will still be a massive prize for the person that accumulates the most points during the duration of the road trip. The road trip begins June 16th on our way to Fanatics Fest in New York City, and will continue through September 7th when we make it back to Minneapolis in time for the grand opening of our new store. We'll have more info on all of this coming soon, which will be posted right here in the app. In the meantime, start grabbing your favorite road trip snacks, crafting that perfect playlist, and filling up on gas, because this is going to be a road trip to remember.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Next here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live golf here. But first, let's run the basketball random here real quick. Dice roll must be 4 or higher. We are going 10 rounds. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10, duh. I was thinking I was about to count to 11. We got Royster down to Huskies forever. I was ready to keep going. Address. Let's go check that there real quick. We got Royster with the Bucks down to Huskies forever with the Wizards. So the only afternoon break left has 12 spots left. That is the cheapest one of the afternoon. $29 hockey mixer there. Let's get that one filled up. Let's get that hockey mixer filled up, and we will be all full for the afternoon. You guys have crushed it today. I appreciate that. But here we go. Let's get started. 4 boxes of Prizm LIV Golf. Product's been pretty loaded, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if we can't get a color blast or something. Blue, Graham McDowell. Graham McDowell, 57 out of 99. That is smash. Smash going to J&J. J99 to J18. JJ18. We got JJ McCarthy to JJ our Justin Jefferson here in our chat, or in this break. There is John Rahm, Kaleidoscope Red. That is 23 out of 125. That's a cool card. John Rahm there for Legion. Legion is going to Ammo. Next is Martin Kamer. Martin Kamer, that is 39 out of 275. Cleeks. There is Hendrik Stenson. Hendrik Stenson is 65 out of 99. Majestics Golf Club. There's Brendan Grace Silver. And Groovy. Groovy out of 50 out of 99, Hendrik Stenson on the numbered Groovy. That's just the base. And Aces is Adrian Maroc. Adrian Maroc there on the all Aces. That's a cool card. Cool insert. Box one. Stinger. We got Ooshausen, Burnmeister, Grace, and Schwartzel. That is 45 out of 125 there. Stinger is going to Big Mac. What's our high number? 57? That can't be. 45. 39, maybe it is. 50. 65. So that one's our high number. Patrick Reed. That is 150 out of 275. There's our new high. 4 aces going to Kevin Gelfand. Mix it up a little bit. Get a horizontal card over there. Brooks Koepka for Smash. That is 54 out of 275. And which one's Smash? I know I have them up there. Bubba Watson on the red. Love the bucket hat. Love the bucket hat there for the Range Goats. 24 out of 125. 23 there. 24 out of 125 there, the Range Goats. Sergio Garcia, silver. Blue, John Rahm. John Rahm there on the blue. 71 out of 99. Legion 2. Ammo. And Kaleidoscopes, Sam Horsfield. We got Autolus again. Titus said that he had a box like that too. We're 0 for 2. 0 for 2. I hate Panini when it comes to some of this stuff because they put on average on here, so they're not reliable. But I'll see what I can do. Box 3. Danny Lee. Danny Lee, 13 out of 275. There's our new low number. Ironheads. Ironheads going to DT Wheezy. Dominance, red dominance. Patrick Reed, 61 out of 125. 61 out of 125. 4 aces there. Patrick Reed again, 4 aces red. That is 9 out of 125. That's our new low number. 9 out of 125. Patrick Reed. We got a Patrick Reed high and low here. Patrick Reed high and low. Phil Mickelson. There for the High Flyers. 272 out of 275. There's our high number. High Flyers are going to Huskies forever. So now we do no longer have a Patrick Reed sandwich. Louis Oshausen. Prizm break is Yubin Jang. Yubin Jang, 96 out of 275. Ironheads. Groovy John Rahm. And silver Sergio Garcia. Sergio Garcia. 1 box left. All right, well, I'm going to have... I'll go talk to Emil after this break. That's pathetic. 0 for 3. Last box here. Dominance Ian Poulter, 73 out of 99. Majestics. And, well, we got a redemption. So we got 1 auto. Signatures Prizm Blue, 18. Peter Uihlein. Peter Uihlein. Anybody know what team he is? I'll look it up if I have to. Peter Uihlein, Prizm Blue signature. John Rahm. I'll look it up after this box. That one's missing, like, faded. Brooks Koepka on the orange. That is 4 out of 75. That'll be our new low. 4 out of 75 for Smash. Kaleidoscope Phil Mickelson. 70 out of 275. Thomas Peters. 165 out of 275 is 4 aces. Silver Bryson DeChambeau. And then Ian Poulter, 12 for Majestics. 12 out of 275 to wrap us up. I appreciate everyone as always. I will do what I can. I promise you that. Let's go ahead and do a recap here. Peter Olin, Bryson DeChambeau, and Adrian Moronk. Ian Poulter, Thomas Peters, Yubin Jang, Danny Lee, and then the Stingers team there. We got Patrick Reed, 125. Patrick Reed out of 125, and then 275. Phil Mickelson there. Hendrik Stenson, Groovy out of 99. Ian Poulter and Phil Mickelson. Little Bubba Watson there, the bucket, and Martin Keimer. All right, let's put our winners in here, and like I said, I'll go see what I can do. No promises. Phil Mickelson, High Flyers, 272 out of 275. High Flyers, 2 Huskies. Low, we got Graham McDowell, Brooks Koepka, and then Brooks Koepka, 4 out of 75 there. That is Smash. Where did it go? Just pulling up my break post quick. I didn't think that name was going to come up. JJ. I'm going to have to paste it in. And John Rahm there for Legion. 2-timing it there. One of the best players there. That is Legion going to Ammo. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for me on this one. I appreciate everyone. As always, thank you so much. Just 12 spots left in hockey, and then we'll be all full on the afternoon. Otherwise, I will see you at 4 o'clock for basketball. Thanks, everyone.